everyone. So, now that I have told you guys all about the awesome new game that is coming out, I thought I would tell you guys about the many different manga that are also coming out. Now, Seven Seas Entertainment, which now has the rights to the Heart no Kunai no Alice series, has been pumping these out by the boatload. We are now getting one manga a month, guys. And with that, you have to wonder in your budget, can I afford to get all these? Should I just skip out on the duds? And personally, I have no idea. Sometimes I'll look at the review section on Amazon and other sites, and there are not enough reviews telling me, should I get this? Or is it just because it's their favorite character? So, considering I'm a sucker for good manga and I read them all the time, I thought I would actually review which ones you guys should get in case you're a super fan or if you're just one of the casual readers who like to read certain stories. And my first one today is, well, actually two. They're both from Joker no Kunai no Alice, or Joker in the Country of Hearts. Alice in the Country of Joker, I'm sorry. And this one is Afternoon Dream, which is number 2, and this one is Dream Before Dawn. Now, these are both featuring Nightmare, the dream incubus of Wonderland, which, in my opinion, is my absolute favorite character. He's just so hilarious, and he's also mischievous, mysterious. I guess a bit of both. But anyway, we're here to talk about the manga. So, in number 1, we have it where it sets up the romance. It sets up where Alice, she is in the country of Joker now. Julius is back, and so she's spending more time with him than Nightmare. Nightmare naturally gets jealous and, of course, begins dragging her off onto little mini-adventures. This is basically what number 1 is. Number 1 is a bunch of little mini-adventures to distract Alice from Julius. Now, it works. No surprise there, considering this is a Nightmare times Alice manga. But in my opinion, it does exactly what it tells you it's going to do. It's going to bring up a beautiful, cute little romantic story. So let's start talking about the art. The art in itself, in my opinion, is very good. I know some people are very upset with how the art turned out. But in my own opinion, it turned out okay considering what it's telling you it's going to be. It's a very good, in my opinion. See? That just brought you all the way to the end. But in my opinion, the art is very good. The art is done by Job, which isn't the person who normally does the Clover and Joker, which I know a lot of people on Goodreads was upset about. And considering it's not that particular person, Job did a very good job. Job did a very good job trying to go ahead and imitate the artwork. So I love the artwork for this. Now the actual plot, considering this is book 1, I think it filled out nicely. It's supposed to begin the romance, and I really got that feeling. Alice wasn't very confident. Well, she's not normally confident, but Alice wasn't very confident in the fact that she liked this guy, and he wasn't exactly going to sit there and wave a bright red flag saying, I'm in love with you, which he does through his actions, but still, Alice, of course, doesn't get it. The dialogue and the actions in this particular story, in my opinion, are very spot on with how Alice, Nightmare, Gray, and everyone is going to act in these stories. And a lot of the time, I can actually say I enjoyed their interactions, even though it was a lot of Alice and Nightmare time. You still got a little bit of the others, and it was nice seeing them. None of them were out of character. In fact, I have to say a lot of them were so in character that you'd find yourself, oh, well, it's like playing the game all over again. Except I haven't played the game. I really, really want to. What can I say about the mini-adventures? Now, a lot of these books, of course, come with mini-adventures, and I have to say, I like the mini-adventures in this particular novel. They were very fun. They were there to fill a purpose, fill a couple of minutes before dinner or something like that, and it did its job. That's all I have to say about it. Now, for Afternoon Dream, the art is done by Job still, and once again, they did a very good job. See? Art. Unlike the last story, which begins explaining like how Alice and Nightmare are getting along and everything, this one does more than that. This one begins Alice questioning her affection towards Nightmare. And I have to say that It does a very good job of it. It begins her questioning about going home, which is Alice's whole goal in these games. She wants to go home. And she questions whether or not she should go home, whether her mistakes at home would be coming and haunting her back here. And it also begins questioning Nightmare's role as an incubus, when I'm like, thank you! Finally, someone's actually questioning that. Because ever since it first came up, when I first started reading this, in Heart no Kunai no Alice, like the big thick ones, I was like, oh my gosh, they have this kind of character in here. And then you see Nightmare's character by the time he hits Clover, and it's like, oh, really? Really? You might as well not even bothered. So Alice does question that, and I had to say that those moments have to be my favorite moments. As you can tell, those were my favorite moments. But anyway, like I said, the art for this is good. The plot, it is very good. It has Alice questioning how she should go home, if she should stay with Nightmare, and also begins uncovering some of the secrets within the tower, which I absolutely adored because it led up to some very fun fight scenes. And the art for this, when they did the fight scenes, was actually very good. A few fight scenes there were. I love the gunfights in this. Once again, the characters were not out of character. This time they actually had more of them. For example, blood. And they showed definitely more of Joker. That's why he's kind of on the cover. And things like that. They were definitely in character. It was a lot of fun to read about them. And take a step back from the in-your-face romance to the I'm going to ponder romance. So I really enjoyed these. And once again, the short stories did what they had to do. This time, I particularly love the short story that actually does feature Nightmare. It's just hilarious. That's all I have to say about it. You sit down and read it. It's very good. So that leads me to what I think about these two in particular. Guys, these novels, these manga, are very good in my opinion. These are worth the buy if you like Nightmare as a character. These two are definitely worth the buy to add to your collection. And even if you aren't particularly fond of Nightmare, then reading them for the story is actually a very good idea because it goes into a little bit about Alice herself and her past and everything else like that. So, those are my opinions on these. And now, if you have an opinion on me and you thought I did a good job, please click the like button below. And if you have an idea on what I should review next, for example, should I do Lizard's Aid, which I am so excited about, guys. I really want to read that one. Then let me know if I should do like Cheshire Cat Waltz, which I like that series. And a lot of the others. There are plenty of them, guys. There are a lot. If you want me to do one with Elliot, because I need to get started on those, let me know in the comments. That's what the comments are there for. And so you know I kept my promise. Click the subscribe button. That way everything can get straight to your inbox. See you guys. Thank you for watching.